What's up, everybody? Welcome back to X-Plane. Ooh, let me catch my breath, guys. I just had to run after our dog. Took off out of the gate that I left open. It's my fault. Had to go catch him. So anyway, we're gonna be flying from Oklahoma City to Chicago. Necessity flight because some cargo got loaded on the aircraft and it didn't get offloaded, and so it needs to be flown. So let's go ahead and call. And Anakin Skywalker, hello. Epic Kid, what's going on? And Rising Beast, hello to you as well. Let's go ahead and call ATC, and let's get our clearance to Chicago. Oklahoma City departure, Solaris 1948, ready IFR to Chicago.
Solaris 1948, Oak City departure, cleared to Chicago O'Hare, Trooper 3 departure, G-tire transition, then as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.6, squawk 6226.
Solaris 1948 is clear to the Chicago airport via the Trooper 3 departure, G-tire transition, then as filed. We'll maintain 5,000. We'll expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departures with you 124.6 and squawk 6226 for Solaris 1948.
Solaris 1948, read back correct. Expect runway 35 right for departure, and Oak City altimeter 3006.
We'll expect 35 right and altimeter 3006 for Solaris 1948. Flight Sim 69, you can ask one, doesn't mean I'll answer it. All right. Get to push back started here, guys. I apologize for having to cut out on the stream on Saturday.
Good news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
I do apologize about that, but ran into some stuff I had to take care of, so. Sure is 125.725.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed, and we're ready to connect.
Well, go ahead and connect, sir. We are ready to get on out of here. You're eating onions. I love onions, man. Fantastic. I could eat an onion like an apple.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake
Once
when you're
we
ready to go.
pass 10,000 feet, sir. Nope. That is incorrect.
Here comes the pushback. Light 'em up.
Incorrect, sir. Alright, fuel pumps on. If you bleed on. Ignition. Engine number 2 coming on. Start chrono. Have to hold it. Alright, good start on engine number 2. So we'll move on to engine number 1. Stop the chrono. Start again. Engine number 1 to ignition. What in the world? We got a floating barrel. Floating barrels.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Disconnect hand signals. Empty bleed off. Empty master off. Taxi lights taxi. Turn offs on. Looking on. Armed. And we should be good to go.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Alrighty. Get out of here momentarily, guys. And we got the pin signal, so we are good to go. Parking brake. And we'll contact ATC, let them know we're ready to taxi here. Before I do that, though, let me pull up airport OKC. And pull up the map here so I can kind of get an idea of how we're going to taxi here. Right. 5. Oklahoma City departure. Solaris 1948, ready to taxi to 35 right.
Solaris 1948, runway 35 right, taxi via Juliet, Foxtrot, and Echo.
35 right via Juliet, Foxtrot, Echo for Solaris 1948. Alright, so we'll take that taxi right there on the Foxtrot. Left on Foxtrot, right on Echo, all the way down. So, easy, easy, easy. Easy peasy. Alright. Flaps. 2. Auto brakes max. Cabin check ready. Spoilers armed. Takeoff config test. Complete. We should have a relatively smooth flight today. And ATC coverage, hopefully all the way. I think we may have it all the way. Restraints for myself here. All right. About to get on the go here and fly. Manual. left onto Foxtrot. And then we'll take a right onto Echo, all the way down to 35 right. Brand new 3D printer, man, that's awesome. I wish I had a 3D printer. Wish I did. I'd probably print miniature airplane models. That's probably what I'd do. Right onto Echo. Get rid of that. Welcome back, Dimitri. Yep, back on the bus. Yeah, I was getting Z-boat out myself. Doing so many tutorials and things like that really starts getting me. Ugh, you know. I really wanted to get back. I would have been wanting to get back with Airbus over a week now. I just haven't, because multiple different reasons. There's a safety demo. There was in the cabin. We don't do one up here. Can I fly the Mac? I've never flown the McDonnell Douglas aircraft. Oh, the Max, sorry. No, I have not.
Solaris 1948, turn right heading 010, runway 35 right, clear for takeoff.
Right 010, clear for takeoff, 35 right, Solaris 1948. 010 after takeoff. Okay. Further on. All right, get her going here. Why is not getting the right things here? I got the right. That's strange. Well, we'll do manual. That's fine. And B1. We'll rotate.
Solaris 1948, radar contact. Flight present heading for now, climb maintain 15,000.
Well, flight present heading will climb maintain 15,000, Solaris 1948. Alright. What is going on with my make-a-dooey-doo?
Solaris 1948, turn right, direct trooper.
Right, direct trooper. Solaris 1948. All right. I don't know if Brandon's around today. I haven't seen. He's not on the chat yet. I sent him out Crazy Houston, so it depends on where you are at. If you're international or whatever. Cast on standby. Dadgummit. Oh well, we're good. Yeah, so it's not wanting to. Oh shoot! I'm on climb. It didn't activate the flex. I don't know why it didn't, but it's no big deal. I think it's the fact I'm using the throttle quadrant. It's somewhat jittery, so it like causes it not to fully sit in the position. I think that's the problem. It works fine with the Zebo because you can adjust throttle lock is what it's called, where basically it like reduces that jitter sensitivity almost. But I can't do it here with the A319. Yeah, it did. It absolutely did. It wasn't set in, it wasn't saying I was set in flex, takeoff mode. So, it was just set in a manual mode, because for some reason, even though I was set it in the flex detent, it wasn't actually grabbing that. And I think, again, it falls back to the throttle quadrant not being, it having the jittering thing. But you always need to know how to fly aircraft manually, so it didn't really cause an issue for me. Beautiful out there. Let me know if any type of audio needs to be adjusted.
Solaris 1948, contact Kansas City Center 12572. Enjoy your flight.
125.72 for Solaris 1948. Appreciate the ATC. Have a good one. Kansas City Center, Solaris 1948. Climbing through 11.5. Checking in. Yeah, it is.
Solaris 1948, climb and maintain level 350.
Climb maintain 350, Solaris 1948. Yeah, it's part of Solaris. It's a company flight from Oklahoma City to Chicago. Some guys, someone, I'm not gonna say names,
4012, climb and maintain
loaded up cargo and didn't unload it or didn't fly it to Chicago, so now I'm flying the cargo to Chicago so it doesn't hurt the company. Should be up in the air here for about an hour and 30 minutes total time. Right? I know. It's okay. Gives me an excuse to fly the A319 from Oklahoma City to Chicago, so.
Go ahead. Do you have a runway we can expect in St. Louis? Delta 170, you can plan ILS runway 11 approach. If you don't have that runway, and then plan 12 left. Oh, we'll plan 11 approach. Roger.
Where am I at? Oh, there I am. We should have ATC for the majority of the flight. You may lose it. Just gonna switch over here. Let me send him a message here on Discord. Nice little tailwind. 57 knots. Get me a little faster here. I think I'll have to tune them, but put it in there anyway. I'll let you know, Dimitri, if he responds. Tell you what, I have had a good week analytically on YouTube. Interesting. Have you heard about what's going to be in it? Well, thank you, Dimitri. I'm trying. I am trying. Liking this tailwind. 69 knots now. Like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Alright. Top of climb, less than 80 miles. Perfect. Alright, let's go overhead here. Go and turn the seatbelt sign off. Okay, cool. Well, I do know the McDo definitely needs some improving. It's lacking some features I would like to have, but I mean it does fine. So I don't honestly don't mind how it is now, but I am totally for them improving it as long as they don't break it. That's my big thing. As long as you don't break it. Don't do Zebo and break every other update. It's for me, it's the secondary flight plan and the hold function. Holds are very important if you're trying to be realistic.
170, flight present heading, maintain 5,000 vectors ILS runway 11 approach. Flight current heading, maintain 5,000, expect vectors for approach.
Progress. Board. 521 miles. Chicago O'Hare.
Varsity 4012 for direction of flight, climb and maintain flight level 340. Varsity 4012, affirmative. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
Up to 340, yes, 4012.
If you guys have any questions about the Airbus 319, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not V1 or anything, but I'll try.
Apologies, we got disconnected with the number for a second. We're back. Delta 170, no problem. Maintain 3,500. Maintain 3,500.
Gamer bit. So you establish the localizer on VATSIM just like you would in the normal game. Depending on what aircraft you have, it's varying techniques. Thank you, Gamer bit. So, for example, the Boeing 737-800, you have to input the ILS frequency into your navigation radio.
Delta 170 is 1.
Have your course set to the ILS course,
090, maintain 3,000,
and you have to be at altitude at the glide slope point in order to capture it. So I actually have tutorials on how to do it. You can go and look at my channel. There's ILS tutorials. I just did a full flight tutorial on Friday, and I did an ILS approach on that one, so you can go back and watch that as well. And I specifically show you how to do it in the Zebo. It's not hard. It's just a little bit, tricky sometimes. Thank you, GamerBit. Appreciate that. It's what I started this channel on. It's what I'll continue to do. Help people as much as I can. Hmm. 73 knot tailwind now. 72, just dropped 1 knot. I'm good with that. More tailwinds, the faster and more efficient my engines perform.
The 170, roger, wind 200 at 16 gust 27, runway 11, clear to land.
You can do a visual approach as long as you're in visual conditions. You establish a localizer so that you fly the exact approach. Allows you to fly into bad weather, bad visibility, etc. If you have good weather, of course you could do a visual approach. But ILS also helps just guide you in, especially as a new pilot. You may not be 100% ready to do a 100% visual approach, so it can assist you. I always recommend that you be able to fly a visual before you do an ILS, just because, to me, you should know how to fly your aircraft without any of the fancy navigational aid systems or autopilots first, before you fly it with it. That's a personal thing. That's a personal opinion. Almost the top of the top of climb. Top of climb, almost there. Yeah, so the route, all it's going to show you is the actual this waypoint to this waypoint, this waypoint to this waypoint. Legs is going to give you a lot more information, like altitude restrictions, speed restrictions, bearings, etc. Generally, you'll program the main portion of your route in the route, and then you will do your approaches, departures, etc. I go through all that in my FNC programming and autopilot tutorial, but I also go through it in the full flight. It's just, yeah, so it's the whole point of the route page versus the legs page is one has a whole lot more information than the other. Route page just, it allows you to program your route, and then go into your legs page if you had to finesse stuff. We are now at cruise. Ladies and gentlemen, let you know we are now at a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. We'll be up here for about 40 or so minutes. Then we'll be on our way down to Chicago O'Hare International. I do want to appreciate all of our flight club members. Thank you so much for all of your support. And thanks for flying with Solaris Airlines. We'll see you guys as we get closer to our top of descent. Yeah, all you need to give them is the route. So, you know, it's on the second page of your flight plan off a sim brief. And
on the 170 taxi to parking via Bravo Tango Charlie, crossing my 24.
Second.
Taxi to parking via Bravo Tango Charlie, cross 24.
76. That was strange. My speed's not being managed. That was very strange. And weather just popped up. I'll try, Dimitri, thank you. I'm not the only one that can answer these questions. That's for sure. What is my... See if we can get a little bit more altitude here. Oklahoma City Center, Solaris 1948 with request.
Solaris 1948, go ahead.
Hey sir, if we could like to ascend to 37,000 feet. We got a little bit of rain ahead of us.
Solaris 1948, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain 370, thank you.
Triple 12, Lee Myers received Sydney Center closed for exchange approved.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, GamerBit. I was flying a 350, I'm now climbing the 370. Is the outside temperature? Okay, it's below, so I should be fine. I'm flying with Solaris Virtual Airline. It's a virtual airline I'm part of. Oh, there it is.
See ya.
think we'll fly over. We may hit the top of this one right here. But I want to avoid any type of weather as much as I can. We got a nice tailwind, so this climb won't affect my fuel burn too much. All right. Up in cruise now. This should keep us clear of the weather. Looks like we'll have more weather in O'Hare. What we just passed over was a thin little line, but we'll be heading over St. Louis up to Chicago, and the weather radar is looking a little bit uncertain, to say the least.
Florida 1948, I'm going to be closing here shortly. Radio service terminated for exchange approved.
Over to Uticon 122.8. Appreciate the services. Have a good night. Nope, they just closed on us.
Now close all aircraft, Uticon 122.8.
So we're over to Unicom. And that looks like the last ATC we'll have for the rest of the flight, unless someone pops up in Chicago, which would be nice. They've got traffic. No reason why they couldn't. This might be a fun landing, guys. This might be a fun landing. See if I can get this on the screen for you guys. So, this is where I'm heading. This is where I am. I'm going to be flying up here, St. Louis, and then up. So I'm going to be flying through all this crap on my descent. So this should be interesting, guys. Obviously, I want to avoid any of the severe. None of this really looks too severe. I want to avoid that, but that'll be past. We'll just keep an eye on it as we get closer. we should be up here and should be up in the air for less than an hour now. Probably in cruise for another 30 minutes and then descend. Get a nice sun shot. Oh, look at that. Pop outside. Isn't she pretty? So you don't have to press the lock button. I do that just because I like to have that captured first. But so generally, once I'm lined up, when I'm actually on the localizer, and before my glide slope intercept point, I'll activate the approach button. That way, when I hit the glide slope intercept altitude point on the approach, it'll automatically start descending towards the runway. There's a couple ways you can find the altimeters at airports. You can Google the METAR, the METAR of the airport. You can, that's of course if you're using real world weather. If you're not, then it doesn't really help you. Same with, say, I use Active Sky. You can pull it up there, but if you don't use Active Sky or you don't use real time weather, it's also pointless. What you can do though in the sim, go up here to Flight, Show Map, and then you can find your airport, whatever it is. Let's say I was heading to, we'll just go back here. No, let's find somewhere else. Let's find an airport. Let's say I was going here. I don't know what this is. Rolla National. You go to details, and then right here, it's going to give you your altimeter. You probably can't actually see that, but it's, if you go to details, once you select the airport, it'll give you the whole weather. Sky conditions, 13 overcast, 30,500 scattered, visibly more than 10, wind 190 at 16, gusting 23, altimeter 2995. That's one way. Yeah, pretty much. So you hit the approach button, and then once it actually captures the glide slope, your aircraft will turn into the glide slope and, get online. And yeah, it'll show you single, well, it won't, so single channel is actually when it's, captured, well, what you'll actually see, and it's kind of hard to show you in this one, but basically on your primary flight display, down here it'll say LOC. And once that's green, not white, once it's green, it means it's active. So once LOC is green, that means you've captured the localizer. raining at Chicago O'Hare. Temperature is 55 degrees Fahrenheit, so right there on the cusp of being too cold. We'll probably have to run anti-ice on the way down. $318 miles. At about 200, I'll start doing the calculations and all that for my landing. Make sure everything is lined up and ready to go. Getting all the information inserted into the McDo. McDoey-do. The McDo. The McDo-do. Do-do-do-do. Gotta go. Do. Wet. This is a short runway, so we'll have to do manual braking. This will be a first time I've done manual braking in a very long time. Full config on flaps. It'll be an interesting landing, that's for sure. Well, that's for sure. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. I'll start my descent 127 miles from the airports. We should stay in cruise now for about 20 more minutes. Maybe less. Weather update. I will be streaming. I will be streaming on Wednesday. But I will not be streaming on Saturday. I'll be gone all weekend. So don't expect to stream on Saturday. But I will have one on Wednesday. really crucial on this landing that actually make the touchdown on the touchdown markers. Don't have a whole lot of runway to use. 2,286 meters. It seems like a lot to over 2 kilometers, right? Well, if you're coming in at 180 miles per hour. Starts really eating up really fast. That's cool. Moon. $262 miles to go. 15 minutes till top of descent. So the winds right now. This is gonna be a really interesting landing. I'm just telling you guys. The winds right now are 180 at 15 knots, gusting to 2-1. Oh, don't worry about it, gamer bit. I appreciate the thought, though. That's why you can help me out. Share this stream. Like, subscribe, like you've already done. Helps the YouTube algorithm, all how it all works, and so other people see it, and my channel and my content. People that can donate, for example. So we got some decent winds. It's wet. Visibility is only 4 miles. Raining. The temperature is close to freezing. Or it's close to, not close to freezing, it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 13 degrees Celsius. So 10 degrees Celsius, we have to turn on anti-ice. Because what happens is the water gets onto the metal, cools, starts building up and creates ice, right? And it starts building up until eventually your wings lose lift and you fall out of the sky. So between temperatures of 10 degrees Celsius and negative 40 degrees Celsius and moisture present, you have to turn on anti-ice. If I'm not mistaken, that's the correct range there. All right. Good H is 29.85. Temperature is 13 degrees Celsius there. Winds are 180 at 15. Okay. VAP is 140, so we'll do 140 plus 5, so 145 is about what we're looking for. Pick up our tablet here. Make it larger so you guys can see it. Alright. we're going to be looking for that 220 for our altitude. And ILS 852 on the MDA. Well, add 40, so it's actually 892. That way we can actually not go below that when we're approaching. Cover that in my RNAV tutorial. Okay. Our go-around altitude will be 4,000. We'll climb 1,300. Then we'll continue climbing 4,000, and we'll make a right turn to the BPA VOR and hold. B-page VOR and hold there. We'll check again here. The flight plan. We're just going to go through here, make sure everything looks good. All of the altitudes are within restrictions. Below 340, yep. 70240, yep. Frick. Yep. Fertile, yep. Alright, and then we're gonna be Rhino. Giorgio, Monks, Tony. And let's see, do we have instructions when it's not controlled? No, it does not. It does not have altitudes when not controlled. Wonderful. We'll just have to keep an eye on that, the altitude. Because the next point is basically 4,000. No, it's supposed to be 5,000. Oh, there's a variable. Interesting. There's 5,000 here, but I guess it makes sense. We'll just have to make sure that we're low enough. Should be fine. All right. Progress, 206 miles. Won't be long now. We'll start at we'll start a descent. And we will have a fun landing. Oh. Is my PRTLL. Okay, what's the major waypoints? All right. Get everything set, guys. Landing systems can come on now. Full moon. Grab a snapshot of that. I could go for some cashews right now. I think that's... Nope, okay. Cleveland Center just came online, not my area. At Cashin, we're gonna start a descent. We're going to tilt our weather radar down 5 degrees. That way we pick up weather below us. Keep it out of 40 actually on our descent. We'll bring the first officers down to 20. Turn on terrain for him. That way I can see any thunderstorm cells if they pop up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start a descent into the Chicago O'Hare International Airport area, the Chicago metropolitan area. We should be on the ground here in about 25 minutes. We do expect to have a little bit of turbulence on the way down, so we do ask that you please remain in your seats with your seatbelts securely fastened. That's why we went ahead and turned on this fasten seatbelt sign early. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin to pick up all of the trash and any leftover service items before we descend. That way we can get them safely into their seat as well. Appreciate you fly with Solaris Airlines tonight, and hope you fly with us again. Flight attendants, go ahead and prepare the cabin for arrival. Here's my service calls. All right. Let's make sure head shake's on, because let's turn that on. Alright, that should... Alright, that way if we do hit some turbulence, we actually get the feel of it. Looks like the runway condition is now dry, so we will do auto brakes medium. We don't have to worry about nope, no Miami Monday. Thought about it, but I wanted to fly this A3. I wanted to fly an Airbus 319, and this one needed to be flown because there's cargo stuck in the cargo hold that needed to go to Chicago, so needed to get it out of the way. Besides, this will be a lot more fun landing. Winds 180 at 15, gusting 26. Close to freezing. Precipitation expected. Yeah, FS Airlines. Indianapolis Center. I want to say that's... Got my cashews. Thanks to my wonderful life. FS Airlines allows you to load cargo up. It also allows you to do complete cargo flights. Those are actually the most profitable. Ah, Brandon. Well, now Dimitri's not here. Dimitri wanted to ask you to bring... Yeah, that. That's what he wanted. You might want to send him a private message. You can just send him a private message on Discord. Probably be best. I'm picking up any weather. Not what what I was expecting. Looks like I'm just flying in a almost like a little tunnel of good air. That'll change. I don't know. I've heard there's someone who's in Delta Virtual. I'm super pleased with Solaris. Okay. Gotta stop eating these. Done. Done. They're so good. Well, I was saying Brandon is shoot Dimitri a private message on Discord with that information. That's what he's looking for. And he's not currently on the stream. He was earlier, but he had to hop off. We should, excuse me, we should we're looking good right now on our path of descent. Everything's looking good. All the systems are functioning properly now. We'll make our initial call to the airport on Unicom once we reach Turtle. But that's how they pronounce it. I don't know how they pronounce it. It's Tango Romeo, Tango Lima Lima. So Turtle to me. Be there in 30 miles. Weather update. At some point we will enter those clouds. It's probably gonna get bumpy. $18,000 feet. Switch over from standard. 29.84 is the local QNH. Alright, cool, thank you. Thank you, sir. Where are you flying to? Brandon, where are you headed? Baltimore to Austin. Are you flying with Solaris, I assume? I presume. I don't think you're not a VATSIM though. Are ya? Are ya now? Holy cow, Boston is popping. Gotcha. I'm not a huge FS Cloud fan. Just not. Just not. I get the... we talked about this. We don't have to say anything, Brandon. You get it. But that's confusing. Alright, we're about to make our initial call. 10 miles. Where at, Brandon? You can always report controllers that are being a right old pain. And you should, because I don't want other controllers like that on the network that I control on. Hey, X-Man, yes, I still remember you. So, go to the website, sir. Go over to Pilot Resources, or I think Resources or Pilot Resources, one of the two. And there is a video under there that you should watch. It's over an hour long, but it explains every little bit of detail about FS Airlines and how to work it. Charlotte, we have a Charlotte controller here. Who is it? Who's a Charlotte controller? Alright, let's make her call now. Chicago O'Hare traffic, Solaris 1948 inbound on the Terminal 5 arrival, passing Terminal at 11,000, expecting ILS 2 to right. Chicago O'Hare traffic. Acting tower. Well, that's not this guy. Our guy right now, he only runs at ground. I want to say maybe it's Andrew. I can't remember exactly who it is. I apologize. X-Man, that's great. Hope you enjoy your laptop, sir. What's my temperature? Oh, it's within icing conditions. I actually have had a bad experience with a tower controller at Charlotte as well. So you're not alone in that. We're going to take over manual speed now. Drop 260. Going to activate my approach. I am surprised I'm not getting bumped around right now. I am honestly surprised. It's possible. They kind of sound a little bit foreign. Not super, but just like have a little bit of an accent. Oh, now we're getting a little bit of turbulence here. I'm gonna clear this manual. Yeah, sounds like the same guy. Sounds like the same guy I had. I'm glad you like it, man. See if I can get these other ones out of here. You guys wonder what he's talking about. It's this thing right here. It is the Flight Club patch. If you're a member of the Flight Club over on patreon.com/MNFlightClub, and you get this cool patch along with some other cool rewards, digital rewards. This is the only physical rewards you get. But as little as $3, you can get this thing right here. So Brandon just got his in the mail. Sent those out last week. Oh my. I can't see anything at all. Told you guys it'd be interesting. We haven't even got to the point where I'm actually on approach. I wish they didn't. That's one of my biggest things that explain with the graphics. Inside of a cloud at night is not gray. Okay, it's not gray. It's black. And you don't see, you don't see rain things shooting out of it. It's just not real. How you doing, T7315? What's going on? Oh, there's the airport. Just broke through some cloud there. Pretty neat. Chicago O'Hare traffic, Solaris 1948. On the Turtle 5 arrival, passing Georgia 11,000. We're inbound for ILS 22 right. Chicago O'Hare traffic. Ooh, that is a bit late, isn't it? Well, it's only 8:39. Alright, just checking, making sure. He's expecting 27. I think so, he said 27. Yeah, 27. We just got to keep him in mind because that's a crossing runway with 22. Winds are a little bit down. It's only 12, gusting to 24 now. Altimeter's now down to 29.83. Is that a giant pencil? No. Okay. I was like, oh gosh, it's a giant pencil. No, not a 757, that thing. It's like some type of pointer or something. Oh, you know what? I think I know what that is. I think that's like a sunshade, probably. I need to ask Vertical to see what he has to say about that. Or V1, sorry. Oh, I was getting confused. I don't remember. It's one of the... Yeah, V1. I have to ask V1 about it. He's an actual Airbus pilot. Alright, we should start descending now on the arrival. Going slow to 250 knots. A little bit of speed brake to catch up on our rate of descent here. Go release 240. Hello, Rooster. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good landing in Palm Beach International. On that, I'm going to turn off taxi light on, wing light on as well, and let them know we are
Chicago here, traffic 96, heavy 10 mile final, runway 27 left.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure to serve you today. As we prepare for landing, please make sure your seatbelt is fastened, your seat back and tray cable are in their upright lock position, and your aisle armrest is lowered. Please ensure larger devices such as laptops are stowed at this time, either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bed. They may not be stowed in seat pockets. You may continue to use mobile devices as long as they're secured in your hand or pocket. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, please check around your seats for any remaining cups, glasses, or any other items you would like to discard, and pass them through the flight attendants as we come to the cabin. We will be landing shortly. Once we're on the ground, feel free to use your mobile devices while we pack the gate. Thank you.
Alright, we're going set 180. And use a little bit of speed brake here. Basically, now using heading, vertical speed, and speed control, because I want to get there. Yeah, it's creating some turbulence too. For sure. Alright. As you can see. And we'll bring out the flaps one here. Slats, really. Bring out the speed brakes. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm flying over water right now as well. Just the lakes. Alright, we're going to bring out our flaps to 2 here. I've done 767 stream before. You could probably do that. I think that's within distance. Because you'll have a tailwind, so you should be fine. Go ahead and arm our localizer here. Yep, you can. And we've captured the localizer. Activate approach. Chicago O'Hare International Solaris 1948 on a 10-mile final, runway 22 right. And we'll allow them to govern the speed there as well. There is not a livery for the 737-900. I actually need to make one. Alright guys, what do you think I'll land at? What do you think my glide slope, my vertical speed will be at, I should say? Chicago O'Hare traffic, Solaris 1948. Established on the ILF for 22 right. And we're 5-mile final for Solaris 1948 Chicago traffic.
Chicago traffic, November 45 Charlie Lima departing runway 16, Chicago executive. Chicago traffic.
Slip captured. Gear down. Flaps full. Go run altitude set. And we've got the runway in sight. Speed set, glide slope captured, lock captured. Gear down, flaps full. Cabin's ready, spoilers are armed. Ready for landing. Alright. Captain's got the aircraft. Chicago O'Hare traffic, Solaris 1948 on short final for 22 right. Chicago O'Hare traffic. All right. Yep, Brandon nailed it. He sure did. He sure did, didn't he? Alright, we'll get parked up here. It's not that far of a taxi. Chicago air traffic, Solaris 1948. Clear runway 22 right. Alright, let's see how far it is to taxi here. He cheated. How can he cheat? He can't see in the future. Where's your traffic, Solaris 1948, crossing runway 9er right, taxiing to the terminal via Alpha. Alright, let's get over the runway. Crystal ball is dialed in. Hello. Jahuli, is that how you say it? Jahuli. Apologize if I messed it up. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be on the conditions, so it really wasn't that bad. A little bit of a crosswind, but not much. Not doing a barrel roll, man. Not doing it. I did that. Jehu. Okay. I did that back, was it last Saturday? No, not last Saturday. Like 10 days ago, basically. Alright, parking brake set. Disconnect for VATSIM. Complete my flight in FS Airlines. That up. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Alright. Yep. Let's watch the replay. Good. Go outside. Close your ears. Yep, you still do. That is for sure. Stupid rain. Stop, rain, stop. I hate stop. Ugh. X-Plane 11 rain just makes me so frustrated. You can see I'm crabbing it. Just there with the touchdown with the captain marks. That's alright. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Alrighty. You guys know what time it is. It's time for me to say sayonara, division, goodbye, guten nacht, whatever you want in your language. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. I'll be back live here on Wednesday, and then I won't be back until next Monday, as I'll be out of town all weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, liking, all that fun stuff. Hope to see you guys on Wednesday. Be sure to join the Discord as well. I'll drop that link there. If you guys can, support me financially by going to patreon.com/MNFlightClub. Lowest $3 a day. You'll get some cool gear, including a flight patch that you will very much enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. Good job, Rooster. And I'll see you guys next time up in the sky.